Hello, early childhood teachers. This is Dr. Bell, and we're going to talk now about the next section of this module, which is infant toddler physical development. Now, we talked about the brain already, and now we're going to dive into how children grow and develop physically. Physical development covers three main areas of development. We have gross motor, which is our large muscles. We have fine motor, which is our small muscles. And then we have sensory development, which is our near and far senses. And all of that comes into play with how children learn. Now we're going to talk more about near and far senses in the cognitive development section. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, I want to teach second grade. Why do I need to know how babies develop physically? Well, like I said before, you have to know where children have been to know where they are and where they're going. And a lot of disabilities form in the infant toddler stages, and they start showing signs of atypical behavior in that age group. So it's important for you because you're going to need to, number one, know where your children have been and what they should already be able to do. And number two, you're going to have children with siblings and parents who need some support and help. So it is important to know that the way we develop physically in the infant toddler stages. Now, remember back to our first section on child development, we have the little cephalocaudal and proximodistal development. Those are physical patterns of development. We all grow from head to toe, and we all sprout from the inside out. Don't you love my poem? That helps me remember. Now, the other thing that you need to think about with physical development is when the fine motor is weak, you need to strengthen gross motor and then rebuild fine motor. That goes back to one of those general principles that we develop from general to specific and from simple to complex. You know, we see children that struggle in second grade with fine motor skills in writing, and we immediately make them write more. Well, practice, practice, practice. That's like me giving you some algebra that you're bad at and making you do it over and over again until you do it right. Is that really going to help you learn the algebra? No, it's just going to increase your frustration. So if you're having hand muscle issues, we know that we need to strengthen the forearm and large muscle issue before the hand muscle. So we practice strengthening this while simultaneously giving them practice for this. And that makes sense, and a lot of teachers miss that. You have to move backward before you move forward when children show atypical development. So that's important to know. So I hope you enjoy the module. We're going to have chapters to read, of course, and you're going to have PowerPoint to look at and a couple of websites, and I hope you gain a lot. So to end, I'm going to teach you a song that combines and integrates, and we call that coordination, gross and fine motor development. And it goes like this. The teeny tiny spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the teeny tiny spider went up the spout again. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. The great big giant spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the great big giant spider went up the spout again. See how I used both large and small muscles? And I used some of those near and far senses that we're going to talk about. With the pressure in the elbows in my joints, and I used perception with how far away I am from my computer so I wouldn't smash it. But I'm getting ready to go have a cup of coffee. You enjoy the module.